Alright, well, my whole PC crashed during that last hell diving match, so I took it as a sign to just go straight into Dragon Age. We're going to be doing a whole full series playthrough in anticipation of the Veilguard release, and hopefully we're able to get it done in time. Do I have to click this? I don't remember. No, it's just loading.
The Chantry teaches us that it is the hubris of men which brought the Darkspawn into our world. The mages had sought to usurp heaven, but instead, they destroyed it. They were cast out, twisted and cursed by their own corruption. They returned as monsters, the first of the Darkspawn. They became a blight upon the lands, unstoppable and relentless. The Dwarven kingdoms were the first to fall, and from the deep roads, the Darkspawn drove at us again and again, until finally we neared annihilation. Until the Grey Wardens came. Men and women from every race, warriors and mages, barbarians and kings. The Grey Wardens sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness, and prevailed. It has been 4 centuries since that victory, and we have kept our vigil. We have watched and waited for the Darkspawn to return. But those who once called us heroes have forgotten. We are few now, and our warnings have been ignored for too long. I have seen with my own eyes what lies on the horizon. Maker, help us all.
Alright, let's get into this. I'm gonna go. Do I want to be human or elf? I'm gonna go mage regardless. So I don't know which one. I think I want to be human. The background story I'm gonna have for this character is, he lived in a small town, not too friendly to magic. So he never had too much of a problem with the circle. he didn't necessarily like it, but he also knew that he didn't have to worry about food or shelter or anything like that. And he knew how intolerant some of the more common people in Ferelden could be about magic. But at the same time, he did feel that the limiting of what can be studied um, is a bit too limited. That while some magic does have potential for abuse, it doesn't mean that it can't, be studied safely still. It just needs a lot more precautions. Um, I'm gonna turn up the desktop audio, so the game's probably gonna pause a little bit. Hopefully, it doesn't crash. There we go. Hopefully, it's a bit more clear now. It's an old game, pretty finicky, and I'm hoping it doesn't cause too much problems.
Greetings.
Let's put in my name, although I'll be a Mel. Go with that one. No tattoos, because it's only ever face tattoos in these early games. And I'm not Dalish. It's gonna get a little twinsies because I know Alistair also has this haircut. Maybe I'll go with this one so I don't match Alistair later. Do I want a beard? I'm gonna go with that one. Maybe just stubble. Definitely not that stubble though. I forgot that there were other presets. I think I'm gonna go with this one because that other chin was just a bit too distracting. Oh, this is complexion, that's right. That's all good. Go back to the other hair. Let's actually have some eyebrows. Some lower ones. We'll have a little beard. He's still a young mage. Yeah, that's fine. Keep those original eyes. I'm just gonna keep all of that the same. I guess I could have edited it there. We'll have a background of that? Oh, I do not remember this. We'll just have default, but we're gonna make him look the other way.
I have lost concentration.
How do you do?
Greetings.
Greetings. Charmed, I'm sure. Greetings.
How do you do?
Right, casting. Focus. Not even a scratch. Scoot!
Off I go.
Greetings.
Ah, my spell! This isn't working. Need some.
You're in my way.
We'll go with
How do you
cocky.
do?
And I'm gonna put a little bit into Constitution because that's always helpful. Can I bring these down? No. One into there, and then we'll max out that. Okay, that's fine. I wish we didn't have to put it into herbalism. I know there's a console command to give skill points, and I might do that just to have all the tactics because really it's just the tactic slots that I need. But I am going to need coercion, so I guess I'm gonna have to up my cunning too. And then the last time I played a while back, usually I feel like I have a mosquito in my room because I have a bunch of bug bites. I feel now that I did not have earlier. And that was it creation or was it spirit? It was spirit, I believe. Man at Lash, that's right. That was a very good one. Got 2 spells. I think I'm mainly gonna stick with Spirit. And oh, I probably should have Heal. Maybe I'll go with Creation. I know I always... No, you need a little bit of Primal. Especially for the rock armor. But I'll get that some other time. Right now I'm gonna get Winter's Grasp. And I'm just gonna stick to normal.
On a cliff overlooking the dark waters of Lake Kalanhad stands the tower fortress that is home to the Circle of Magi. This tower is...
Mic off. Mic feedback off.
Mages may study their art among others of their kind. Within the high stone walls, the Circle practices its magic and trains apprentices in the proper use of their powers. But the Circle Tower is as much a prison as a refuge. The ever-vigilant Templars of the Chantry watch over all mages, constantly alert for any sign of corruption. This gilded cage is the only world you know. Found to be sensitive to magic at a young age, you were torn from your family and grafted here as an apprentice. Now, that apprenticeship is nearly over. All that remains is the final test, the harrowing.
Magic exists to serve man, and never to rule over him. Thus spoke the prophet Andraste as she cast down the Tevinter Imperium. ruled by mages who had brought the world to the edge of ruin. Your magic is a gift, but it's also a curse. For demons of the dream realm, the Fade, are drawn to you and seek to use you as a gateway into this world.
This is why the harrowing exists. The ritual sends you into the Fade, and there you will face a demon, armed with only your will.
Mic on. Mic feedback on.
It will turn you into an abomination, and the Templars will be forced to slay you. This is Lyrium,
Let's not let
the
that
very
happen.
essence of magic, and your gateway into the Fade.
The harrowing is a secret out of necessity, child. Every mage must go through this trial by fire. As we succeeded, so shall you. Keep your wits about you, and remember the Fade is a realm of dreams. The spirits may rule it, but your own will is real.
The apprentice must go through this test alone, First Enchanter. You are ready.
Alright, we're just gonna let all of these go real quick because it's probably gonna take forever. And I guess I can only have this many shortcuts. I'm gonna save real quick just in case. We experience any crashes. I'm gonna try to make the text a bit bigger too. Don't want tutorials. Which I guess is not possible without lowering resolution. So I guess we'll just keep it at that for now.
All right.
I don't think I've ever picked these up before. Yeah, I have everything from the DLCs, which I think we're only gonna play Awakening and Witch Hunt. Everything else does not really matter.
Huh.
Do I not have a staff yet? I'll save that for later. I'll get through this before I start using any of that. too far. And we're just gonna
All right.
cross that again. Getting used to the controls again. It's been a while since I played it. Talk to this guy. Oops. Actually, let me see if I can adjust these controls real quick. I can see that I want it to move the camera. Wait a second. Oh. Okay, I know what I gotta change now. Oh, I have that? Nice. Okay, there we go. Well, it should be.
Someone else thrown to the wolves, as fresh and unprepared as ever. It isn't right that they do this, the Templars. Not to you, me, anyone.
You're a talking rat.
You think you're really here? In that body? You look like that because you think you do. It's always the same. But it's not your fault. You're in the same boat I was, aren't you? Allow me to welcome you to the Fade. You can call me, well, Mouse.
You took the harrowing?
It's fuzzy, that time before. They wake you up in the middle of the night and drag you to the harrowing chamber. And then, the Templars kill you if you take too long, you see. They figure you failed, and they don't want something getting out. That's what they did to me, I think. I have no body to reclaim, and you don't have much time before you end up the same.
Yeah, that's not going to happen to me.
That has been said before, but you don't know the danger. There's something here, contained, just for an apprentice like you.
Mic off.
You
Mic
have to
feedback
face the
off.
creature, a demon, and resist it. If you
Mic
can,
on. Mic
that's
feedback
your way
on.
out. Or your opponents, if the Templars wouldn't kill you. A test for you. A tease for the creatures of the Fade.
I don't understand why this test is so feared.
You would be a fool to just attack everything you see. What you face is powerful, cunning. There are others here, other spirits. They will tell you more, maybe help. If you can believe anything you see, I'll follow, if that's all right. My chance was long ago, but you may have a way out. A dangerous spirit is not far. Don't go near it unless you're ready to fight.
I am gonna try to not metagame as much as possible, but I mean, I don't even know how many times I've played this.
It is dangerous to be out in the open like this. Not that hiding helps much in the Fade.
Why make his face a spirit or demon for the harrowing?
Because they're sadistic bastards, that's why. And I'm not talking about demons. Everyone must face the harrowing because there's a small chance a mage might become possessed and become an abomination. Thrown to the mercy of a demon when you're at your weakest. For the safety of all.
Mages can't be the only one at risk of possession.
They aren't, but power attracts attention. Maybe it's entering the Fade awake, not a gentle process. I don't really know. Magic is evil, and therefore, so are you. They'll never change. The Circle is a prison. You have choices between joining and suffering various deaths of body or spirit. Remember that.
How have you survived here so long?
I missed my chance. So I became small. Unnoticeable. I hide from the bigger things. Learn from the smaller things. There are places you can hide where the shadows go on forever. You stay there long enough, and the shadows begin to creep inside of you. I don't know how long it's been. Forever, maybe.
Is there no way I can help you get out of here?
Out of here? Out of the Fade? I don't know. I don't have a body waiting for me. It's not something I try to think about. Stay here too long and it's like being adrift. Pieces of you float away until you're not even a memory.
Would you prefer to die?
I don't know. Maybe what comes next is worse. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Let's just get you out of here.
Let's go on.
That is where the test will take place. The creature can be anywhere, but it manifests there.
Fight this again. Let's get my
Another
staff.
spirit this way. It never seemed equal to its name to me.
Another mortal thrown into the flames and left to burn, I see.
Mic off. Mic
Your mages
feedback
have
off.
devised a cowardly test. Better you were pitted
Mic
against
on.
each other
Mic
to prove your
feedback
mettle
on.
with skill, and to be sent unarmed against a demon.
Oh, that was a weird sneeze. Fight each other? We're not warriors.
They would have you battle a demon. With magic or weapon, to be the victor makes you a warrior still. That you remain means you have not yet defeated your hunter. I wish you a glorious battle to come.
What else do you know about the harrowing?
Is that what your test is called? I know little of your mortal ways. I do know that a demon has been called, and told that a meal awaits. It will not, cannot leave, until one of you is dead.
Did you create all of these weapons?
They are brought into being by my will. I understand that in your world, Mages are the only ones who can will things into being. Those mortals who cannot must lead such hollow, empty lives.
Would one of these weapons affect the demon?
Without a doubt. In this realm, everything that exists is the expression of a thought. Do you think these blades be steel? The staves be wood? Do you believe they draw blood? A weapon is a single need for battle. And my will makes that need reality. Do you truly desire one of my weapons? I will give one to you, if you agree to duel me first. Valor shall test your mettle as it should be tested.
It seems you would prefer to kill me yourself.
How dare you accuse me? I am no demon preying upon helpless mortals to steal their essence. I am a being of honor and valor. I am a warrior.
So you challenge helpless mortals to duels?
You are insolent. But your will is unquestionably strong. Very well, mortal. You prove to me that you possess the strength to resist this demon. Go. Prove your worth as you must. I am confident you will succeed. You have Valor's staff. There is nothing else I can do for you.
What's the keybind to quick save? F5. I'm gonna have to remember.
Bad breath alert. You want too fast for you. Oh, look, it was a fight. Take that. Going. And I'm on. Was there any doubt?
It is dangerous to be out in the open like this. Not that hiding helps much in the Fade.
The Templars simply killed you?
That is what happens to the physical bodies of apprentices who fail. They'd kill every mage if they could. All the Templars see in magic is danger. And they don't just use the harrowing. If you learn a little too much, they'll label you a blood mage and kill you on sight. True mages like you know that the power you hold is a gateway to greater things. A potential they can never hope to contain.
Isn't there also the option of the Rite of Tranquility?
Be turned into an emotionless freak? That is what it is, you know? To never dream, never feel. Even demons abhor them. But I suppose that is the trade-off. They can't be possessed. As if that is worse than losing yourself. You don't want to lose yourself here. Being nothing would be easier than this.
You should have fought harder.
I should have done a lot of things. You'll find out for yourself soon enough. Maybe you'll say the same thing to yourself one day. Be cautious. There is another spirit here. Not the one hunting you, but still.
So, you are the mortal being hunted. And the small one, is he to be a snack for me?
I don't like this. He's not going to help us. We should go.
The demon will get you eventually, and perhaps there will even be scraps left.
Are you here to help me?
Help you? Nothing can help you. Be gone. Surely you have better things to do than bother sloth, mortal. Oh, I tire of you already.
I need help defeating a demon.
You have a very nice staff. Why would you need me? Go. Use your weapon, since you have earned it. Be valorous.
He looks powerful. It might be possible that he could teach you to be like him.
Like me? You mean teach the mortal to take this form? Why? Most mortals are too attached to their forms to learn the change. You, on the other hand, little one, might be a better student. You let go of the human form years ago.
I don't think I'd make a very good bear. How would I hide?
Hiding doesn't solve anything. We need to face our fears.
We? I have faced more in this place than you can imagine. Fear is just one more thing. But you are right. Hiding doesn't help. I'm sorry, it's the Fade. It changes you. I'll try. I'll try to be a bear. If you'll teach me.
That's nice. But teaching is so exhausting. Away with you now.
I told you he wasn't going to help us.
You can't just suggest something and then change your mind.
I can't. You have so much to learn about the Fade, little mortal.
Mouse wants to learn. Teach him.
You wish to learn my form, little one? Then I have a challenge for your friend. Answer 3 riddles correctly, and I will teach you. Fail, and I will devour you both. The decision is yours.
Riddles? Are you joking?
Indeed not. Amusement is difficult to come by, and I shall take it in the place of a meal, if I can.
I'm not sure I want to provide him with either.
I accept your challenge, Sloth.
Truly? This gets more and more promising. My first riddle is this. I have seas with no water, coasts with no sand, towns without people, mountains without land. What am I?
A map?
Correct. Let's move on. The second riddle. I'm rarely touched, but often held. If you have wit, you'll use me well. What am I?
My tongue.
Yes, your witty tongue. Fair enough. One more try, shall we? Often will I spin a tale, never will I charge a fee. I'll amuse you an entire eve, but alas, you won't remember me. What am I?
A dream.
You are correct. Rather apropos here in the Fade, no? But you've won my challenge and proven yourself an amusing distraction. So, I shall teach you my form. Now, listen carefully.
Like this? Am I a bear? It feels heavy.
Close enough. Go then, and defeat your demon, or whatever you intend to do. I grow weary of your mortal prattling.
And there is a spirit of rage.
I actually remember a lot of my dreams usually. Not for like days, but some dreams I do. I remember dreams I've had back in like 2011, but I learned that I have
Might be a nice pelting for us.
hypnagogic hallucinations. I didn't know what it was doing, but I was talking to a doctor, and I told him that sometimes I dream while awake. And they told me that's what it was. And usually those dreams are super vivid. And I can remember them for a good long while. Where is the Black City actually? You should be able to see it here somewhere. I don't think that's it. Oh, it must be that. Maybe one of the things up there.
I've never felt this way before. It's strange.
What do you know about the Fade?
It's the realm of dreams. You know that, don't you? Everyone comes here to dream, but it's fleeting, and they remember little. But mages can enter awake, and that draws attention. There are many spirits in the Fade. These demons feed on the dark parts of the mind. The Templars in the tower would give them a meal for certain.
Is it possible to change like you do?
Maybe. If you're able to forget that you're you, that takes a long time. You can't think like a spirit. They shape the Fade according to their will. Solid things, real things are just more complicated ideas. I think you'd better focus on something simpler. Defeat your spirit or demon, or be killed.
Where are these other spirits you mentioned?
Directions are tough here. If you look around, I'll tell you if we're getting close. How about that?
How do I get out of
Normally
here?
there are doorways out, portals, but I think the mages have sealed them. I don't know how long that lasts. Until you complete your harrowing, I imagine. I'm ready if you are.
And so it comes to me at last. Soon I shall see the land of the living with your eyes, creature. You shall be mine, body and soul.
And then come and get me if you can.
Oh, I shall. So this creature is your offering, Mouse. Another plaything as per our arrangement.
I'm not offering you anything. I don't have to help you anymore.
Oh. And after all those wonderful meals we have shared, now suddenly the mouse has changed the rules.
I'm not a mouse now, and soon I won't have to hide. I don't need to bargain with you.
We shall see.
When you came, I hoped that maybe you might be able to... But I never really thought any of you were worthy.
The ones you betrayed before me, what were their names?
What? They were not as promising as you. It was a long time ago. I don't remember their names. I don't even remember my own name. It's the Fade, and the Templars killing me. Like they tried with you.
So what is it that you think you can get from me?
You defeated a demon. You completed your test. With time, you will be a master enchanter with no equal. And maybe there's hope in that for someone as small and as forgotten as me. If you want to help, there may be a way for me to leave here, to get a foothold outside. You just need to want to let me in.
I'm starting to think the other demon wasn't my test.
What? What do you... Of course it was! What else is here that could harm an apprentice of your potential? You are a smart one.
Simple killing is a warrior's job. The real dangers of the Fade are preconceptions, careless trust, pride. Keep your wits about you, mage. True tests never end.
A rather pleasant pride demon compared to most of them.
Are you all right? Say something, please.
Where am I? Is this the Fade still?
You're in the dormitory. Take a deep breath. You're safe. Oh, I'm glad you're all right. They carried you in this morning. I didn't even realize you'd been gone all night. I've heard about apprentices who never come back from harrowings. Is it really that dangerous? What was it like?
It was harrowing.
Is that why they don't tell us what it's about? I know I'm not supposed to know, but we're friends. Just a little hint and I'll stop asking, I promise.
I am going to tell him. I don't know if I did that before. I had to enter the Fade.
Really? That's it?
And if a demon possesses you, they kill you.
That makes sense. They want to see if you can resist a
I don't
demon
believe
and
in
stop
secrets.
yourself from becoming an abomination. And now you get to move to the nice mage's quarters upstairs. I'm stuck here and I don't know when they'll call me for my harrowing.
Any day now, probably.
I've been here longer than you have. Sometimes I think they just don't want to test me.
Doesn't everyone go through a harrowing?
The tranquil never go through a harrowing. You do the harrowing, the rite of tranquility, or you die. That's what happens.
They're not going to kill you, Jowen.
They might not. But the rite of tranquility is just as bad, maybe worse. You've seen the tranquil around the tower, like Owain who runs the stockroom. He's so cold. No, not even cold. There's just nothing in him. It's like he's dead but still walking. His voice, his eyes are lifeless.
I think you're reading too much into it.
I shouldn't waste your time with this. I was supposed to tell you to see Irving as soon as you woke up.
What for?
He didn't tell me. About the harrowing, I'd guess, but you'd never know with Irving. You'd better not keep him waiting. We can speak later.
Did you hear anything? Is he all right? Is he awake?
Why do you care? Are you best friends now?
I'm just curious. That Templar, Cullen, said it was the quickest, cleanest harrowing he'd ever seen. He must be so talented.
That's right.
Someone sounds jealous.
I just know I'll be terrified when my time comes. About it.
I wonder when I'll get to go for my harrowing.
And what can I talk to him about?
Jowan's been acting weird all day. Have you seen him?
Nope. Oh, I guess technically I just did, but... Alright, let's get an actual staff now. Even though it's not as cool as the dragon one I had. Oh, that's just gonna take me right back to where I was.
Did you hear?
This tower is too cold.
I heard they suspect someone of dabbling in blood magic. Why would anyone?
I
do
heard
something so
Humbert
stupid?
volunteered to
The
take the
death
rite of tranquility.
Because blood
How
magic is
awful.
powerful?
I don't remember
Bend others to your will and
much. Oh, I guess I'm getting another staff. I kind of wish you can dual wield the staffs like in Baldur's Gate.
yes.
I don't think that this one had anything that can be locked. But I know in some of the other Origins there were, and if you didn't choose a rogue, you were just kind of SOL. I don't know what those are for. I can go into that later. I'm debating on which order I wanted to do the quests in.
Must control the fire with your will. Keep the flames steady. We don't want it sputtering and leaping about. That's what causes most of the injuries.
I think he blows himself up.
But... Steady. It reacts to your emotions. If you panic, it will... No. Breathe.
Oh, it was right. Less of an explosion, more just setting himself on fire.
Do you remember what the chantry says about magic?
Magic must serve man, and not rule over him.
Very good. And what do you think that means? Can anyone... I heard your harrowing went well. That's wonderful to hear.
Alright, whatever. Oh, this was the right.
If I had put all my power behind that spell, you would have been obliterated. I am not your enemy. Fear is your enemy. It is a weakness that can be exploited. It's a demon with your
Imagine having teachers that shot a gun at you to show
I
you
can't
how
wait for my harrowing.
well
Going.
bulletproof vests work. Oh, it's later. That's something back that we can get back. I'm pretty sure there's a chest back there, but that's gonna have to be when we come back.
Welcome to the Circle's stockroom of magical items. My name is Owain. How may I assist you?
What can I buy
The
here?
stockroom is not a shop. Your mentor should have clarified this. The stockroom stores components used in magical and alchemical experiments. Do you require something?
Are you really a tranquil mage?
I voluntarily submitted to the rite of tranquility. I was unwilling to undergo the harrowing. I find this state agreeable.
What is it like not having emotions?
I see the world with clarity. I remember the days when my mind was filled with inconvenient and seething emotions. Now things are simple.
What happened during the rite of tranquility?
I was ordered to never speak of it. I cannot go against the Circle's wishes.
What was becoming tranquil like?
It is difficult to describe. I would perhaps compare it to being plunged into a pool of ice-cold water.
And now you are no longer a person.
My body is similar in form to yours, possessing an equal number of limbs, appendages, and internal organs. I perform the same physical functions. My mind is capable of higher thought processes. Am I to be denied personhood because I do not feel as you do?
A person is more than just physical parts.
I have thoughts and memories. I remember my past, my childhood in the tower, and my apprenticeship. These experiences defined me. My lack of emotion simply adds to what is already there.
Perhaps you are right.
Personhood is not measurable. Therefore, we should let this rest.
He got the point there. I should
Very
go
well.
now.
Goodbye.
Oh, Torin.
That's not likely. The Chantry would do something before it came to that.
Will they? They haven't done anything, and I've heard that the Equitarians are starting to soften a little on the Libertarian position.
Sympathy for the position isn't the same as support. Yet. As far as I know, most Equitarians prefer to remain allied with the Loyalists. You can see why, don't you? Just think of what the Chantry would do if suddenly the Circles were petitioning for more independence, or even a split.
Won't be pretty.
Ah, the short-sighted Libertarians. They'll get their way and take us all down with them.
Let's go speak with these guys.
Hello. Congratulations on your harrowing last night. Good work.
What were you talking about earlier?
Ah, the fraternities of the Enchanters. You probably haven't heard of them. It's best not to get tangled up in circle politics. More trouble than it's worth, really.
Tell me about the fraternities.
They're found in all circles throughout Thedas. Groups of enchanters who hold similar viewpoints, who band together to make their voices heard. The most influential fraternity are the Equitarians. They are moderates and believe in a code of conduct that all mages should adhere to. Then there are the Chantry apologists, the Loyalists. The Chantry says something and they follow it to the letter. The Lucrosians just want to make money, and the Isolationists would like us all to be hermits and live on an island. Then of course there are the Libertarians. They want more power for the Circle, more autonomy.
Which do you belong to?
Huh. Well, if I had to, I'd say I was an Equitarian, but I ducked out of the fray a long time ago. Most of the senior enchanters are Equitarians. Irving, Wynne, Sweeney. Ulrid's a Libertarian, and a loud one at that. Mages have enough opposition from the outside without tearing our circles apart with infighting. But what can you do?
Giving up doesn't help anyone.
An idealist, I see. Well, if you're going to change the world, you should get started immediately. Lots of world to cover.
That was a polite way to say fuck off.
Hello, were you looking for something?
What were you talking to that other mage about?
Oh, the fraternities. Groups of mages with a common agenda. I think we should all be isolationists. Stay in some remote mountain town far away from the mundanes who hate us.
Why don't you go off then?
I'd go hide alone in the wilds if I could. But you know they just brand me an apostate and hunt me down. There is no leaving the Circle. It's till death do us part. Romantic, isn't it?
Who are you?
I'm Njal, a mage just like you. I've seen you around, haven't I? I must have.
I can't stay to chat.
All right. Have a good day.
And I'm off.
Let's get... I don't remember there being a fucking kid here.
Do you need something? If not, step back. You're in my light. I'm trying to study.
Maybe he's not a
Have
kid
some
and just
consideration
really
for a fellow
fucking
mage.
tiny. You're just an
I will be
apprentice, not a
soon.
mage.
I have studied hard, and this opportunity will not pass me by. This is a chance for me to prove I can achieve as much as any human. Many humans believe elves are only fit to be servants.
I don't believe that.
Many humans do. I suppose it isn't entirely your fault. With so many elves living in alienages apart from humans, it's difficult for you to get a true idea of who we are. Ironically, many of us don't know who we are either.
You're elves. What else is there to know?
Elves have lived under human rule for so long that much of our history and culture has been lost. As a mage, I have an opportunity to prove myself.
That sounds like a noble goal.
Thank you. But I should get back to my books.
Goodbye then.
Good day.
They really made him fucking tiny as shit, though. I don't think even if the elf player character is that small. He's not even fucking sitting in the chair. Actually, a kind of funny story. I was in the back of a vehicle one time that had these fold-down seats that had gaps in between them, and there were so many people being shoved into the back, and there was a bunch of other stuff being thrown in there too, and it was such a tight fit that I got pushed over to be above the gaps, so I was sitting just like he was, except we were squished in so tight I could lift up my feet and I wouldn't fall.
Huh.
Am I not able to get in there? Oh. I thought I could. Sweeney? I don't think I've ever spoken to this dude.
Oh, hello. I don't believe we've met. Are you new to the circle?
I'm a newly harrowed mage, but I've lived here all my life.
I'm sorry. There are so many of you, and I get confused. Not to mention, these old eyes are starting to go.
Starting? I'd say they've already gone.
Such cheek! Why, in my day, junior mages wouldn't dare say such things to an older mage. If they did, it was an hour in the freezy chair.
Freezy chair?
Your steel, it was. Someone would cast a cold spell on it and strap you to it without your trousers on. I miss the freezy chair. Anyway, did you need something?
I just wanted to talk.
I'm not good at talking. Too much chatter makes my head throb. Don't you have lessons to get to? Shoo!
That was a much less polite fuck off.
Oh, excuse me. I didn't hear you come in. I'm sorry. I'm terribly busy right now. I have to prepare the room before the Grey Warden is done at his meeting with Irving.
What's a Grey Warden?
They are an order of brave and noble warriors, sworn to give their lives to defeat the Darkspawn. You know, I almost became a Grey Warden once.
Really?
There were several of us chosen, though the Grey Wardens only wanted one recruit. They only ever have one mage, you see. I think they thought I was the best candidate, but I was young and foolish, and I said I wasn't interested. They picked someone else instead, and that was that. I've regretted it ever since. Oh well, I should get back to my work.
Well, you snooze, you lose, buddy. And I gotta steal from this. I don't know what it does, but I'll figure that out later.
There you are. You are to be moved out of the apprentices' dormitory, and these are to be your new quarters. The Tranquil will move your belongings this afternoon.
So it's impossible to steal
Make yourself comfortable.
from myself. But I can steal from whoever lives over here. Anything else? I don't think any of these people have anything important to say. But I'll check.
I should have been sent
Yep.
to help the King's army. I dislike being stuck here while something big is happening.
And a guy who is in
Greetings.
more games than
I'm glad your harrowing went well.
anyone else. Well, no, that's not true. Morgan's in. Is she in the second? She might not be in the second. But he's definitely made his way through all of them. Who are you?
I am Cullen. I was to strike the killing blow if you had become an abomination. I am glad you didn't.
I thought all Templars liked killing mages.
Some Templars I know discuss such things with glee. I don't share their enthusiasm. I try to serve the Maker first and foremost. As long as I am guided by his commandments, I cannot go wrong. Honestly, I've never seen an abomination, or been called on to slay one.
So you could have made a mistake?
Gregor would have guided me. Something must happen. But what if it's not obvious? Could abominations be walking among us right now?
I'm sure there are no abominations here.
This is still new to me. Maybe one day I'll be as dedicated and driven as Knight Commander Gregor.
If you say so.
You must be busy. Perhaps we can talk another time.
All right. Huh.
I don't think anyone really has anything important to talk about. But I need everything I can get to sell later.
And I'm off.
Mage, storage cabinet. Oops. Take all of that. I know. Oops. I know she has a little thing for me to do. Leora.
Oh, it's you. I hear Irving's looking for you.
I guess I have to talk to Irving first. Oh, this is the Chantry place. I thought I'd missed this.
All right.
Bookcase 1 and 2. Can I even do anything here? Oh. Keely?
Blessed art thou who exists in the sight of the Maker.
What are you doing?
Oh, hello. I'm reciting the Maker's blessings. Would you like to join me?
I think not.
I recite the Maker's blessings every day. It brings me peace in troubled times.
Are you in trouble?
No, not really. It's just I don't want to bore you with this.
You're probably right. Goodbye.
Oh, all right then. I should go. My mentor only allows a few minutes each day for religious contemplation.
Oh, I guess that really was it. I know you can have a conversation with her where you can piss her off by essentially not being
I heard
very
about your
religious.
harrowing. Congratulations. Andraste must have smiled upon you. I heard about your harrowing.
Okay.
Congratulations.
I guess I can't talk with her just yet.
Must have smiled upon you.
Let me fucking not get caught up on everything. Oh yeah, that's right. I can level up. Might as well put one into there for now. And the next one, walking bomb. Let me get this off of there.
Many have already gone to Ostagar. Wynne, Aldred, and most of the senior mages. We've committed enough of our own to this war effort.
Your own? Since when have you felt such kinship with the mages, Gregor? Or are you afraid to let the mages out from under Chantry supervision, where they can actually use their Maker-given powers?
How dare you suggest?
Gentlemen, please. Irving, someone is here to see you.
You sent for me?
Ah, if it isn't our new brother in the circle. Come, child.
This is...
Yes, this is he.
Well, Irving, you're obviously busy. We will discuss this later.
Of course. Well, then, where was I? Oh, yes, this is Duncan of the Grey Wardens.
Pleased to meet you.
You've heard about the war brewing to the south, I expect. Duncan is recruiting mages to join the king's army at Ostagar.
Who are we fighting?
The Darkspawn threat grows in the south. We need all the help we can get.
What do you mean?
The power you mages wield is an asset to any army. Your spells are very effective against large groups of mindless Darkspawn. I fear if we don't drive them back, we may see another blight.
Duncan, you worry the poor lad with talk of blights and Darkspawn. This is a happy day for him.
We live in troubled times, my friend.
We should seize moments of levity, especially in troubled times. The harrowing is behind you. Your phylactery was sent to Denerim. You are officially a mage within the circle of magi.
My phylactery?
You may not remember, but blood was taken from you when you first came to us. This blood is preserved within a phylactery.
So they can be hunted if they turn apostate.
We have few choices. The gift of magic is looked upon with suspicion and fear. We must prove we are strong enough to handle our power responsibly. You have done this. I present you with your robes, your staff, and a ring bearing the circle's insignia. Wear them proudly, for you have earned them.
What happens now?
Patience, child. You have been through an ordeal. Let us not rush things. It goes without saying that you shall not discuss the harrowing with those who have not undergone the rite. Now then, take your time to rest, or study in the library. The day is yours.
Can I leave the tower?
Not yet. Remember, the tower's walls protect us as much as they protect others from us.
I will return to my quarters.
Would you be so kind as to escort Duncan back to his room, child?
Does Duncan not know where his quarters are?
Being difficult, are we? You are an apprentice no longer. I expect you to set a good example.
Oh, all right.
The guest quarters are on the east side of this floor, close to the library. Now, if you'll both excuse me, I have matters to discuss with Gregor.
The Forbidden School. Blood magic. Oh, are you gonna fucking... There we go.
Thank you for walking with me. I'm glad for the company.
I wanted to talk to you a little more.
Yes? What about?
Have there been many Darkspawn attacks?
A horde has formed within the Korkari Wilds in the south. If they are not stopped, they will strike north into the valley. We Grey Wardens believe that an archdemon is leading the horde.
Archdemon?
Darkspawn do attack the surface in ragtag bands, but archdemons are capable of rallying the Darkspawn, turning them into an unstoppable force. A horde of Darkspawn, a veritable army. It is dire news indeed. I fear this is what we will have to face.
I thought the Darkspawn were destroyed in the last Blight.
We can't seem to eradicate them completely. Somehow they always come back.
I've heard about Darkspawn sightings, but an entire horde?
They usually move around in small groups, but there are always more of them, lurking underground, biding their time.
And the king is mustering an army to beat back this threat?
Yes. Perhaps it will be enough if we play our cards right.
Why were Irving and Gregor arguing about the war?
It is not my place to comment.
Please, I'd like to know.
Gregor serves the Chantry, and the relationship between the Chantry and mages has always been strained. You've realized by now that the Chantry merely tolerates magic? They watch only because they feel they must.
Yes, but they were arguing about the war.
Any mages who join the King's army can unleash their full power on the Darkspawn. In fact, I'm counting on it. Gregor may be afraid of what will happen. What if the mages decide they no longer want to be governed by the Chantry?
What are your opinions on the matter?
I believe we must defeat the Darkspawn, one way or another. My opinions end there.
We should continue on our way. That was that first one, right? Oh, no, I guess it was all the way down here.
Thank you for escorting me. Is there something else I can do for you?
Have you ever seen someone use blood magic?
Once, in my youth, just after I joined the Grey Wardens. I was traveling with my mentor. We encountered a group of Templars hunting a blood mage. They were quite far away, so I cannot be sure of what I saw. He forced some of the Templars to turn on their fellows. It was dreadful to behold. He would have escaped had he not overlooked one Templar who snuck up behind him and cleaved his head in two.
I'm sure he was just trying to survive.
It is something to consider, certainly.
How many mages have joined the King's army?
When the king sent out the call, the Circle of Ferelden sent only 7 mages to Ostagar. I asked King Kaelin's permission to come and seek a greater commitment from the Circle.
Why doesn't the king come himself?
The king must remain with the army. He is quite busy, after all.
Do you think I can join the army?
I don't know. Do you?
Yes, I think I could help.
Then perhaps I shall speak to Irving about this later. Darkspawn are a greater threat than blood mages, even abominations. It takes decades for the world to recover from a blight. I wish the Chantry could see that. We must stop at nothing to defeat the Darkspawn. Listen to me. An old man's rantings can't be very interesting.
It was actually quite interesting, but I should go.
Do not let me keep you.
I'm actually gonna go use the bathroom real quick. I'll be back in 5-ish minutes, hopefully. But I'm just gonna leave a pause here until I come back.
Mic off. Mic feedback off.
Mic on. Mic feedback on.
Alright, I'm back. I also got some drinks and got distracted by my cats a little bit. Let's continue this.
I'm glad I caught up to you. Are you done talking with Irving?
I think I am for now.
I need to talk to you. Do you remember what we discussed this morning?
Why are you whispering? It looks very suspicious.
Shh! I just want to make sure we're not overheard. We should go somewhere else. I don't feel safe talking here.
You seem a little on edge.
I've been troubled. I'll explain. Come with me, please. We should be safe here.
In the chapel, the Templar's favorite haunt.
We can see the door from here. If anyone comes, we'll change the subject.
Wait, I've seen you before.
I often attend to my duties in this chapel. Perhaps that is why I seem familiar.
A few months ago, I told you that I met a girl. This is Lily.
An initiate? That's forbidden. But I'm actually gonna go with... I was beginning to doubt her existence.
I was afraid to tell anyone. Lily was becoming a chantry priest. She's taken vows. Lily's been given to the chantry. She's not allowed to have relations with men. If anyone finds out, we'll both be in trouble.
Did you bring me here just to talk about your affair?
I wish that was the only thing I needed to talk about. Remember I said that I didn't think they wanted to give me my harrowing? I know why. They're going to make me tranquil. They'll take everything that I am from me. My dreams, hopes, fears, my love for Lily. All gone.
But if you can't feel, then you can't feel sad about it.
That makes it so much worse, doesn't it? Not knowing how much you have lost.
They'll extinguish my humanity. I'll just be a husk, breathing and existing, but not truly living.
How did you find out about this?
I saw the document on Gregor's table. It authorized the right on Jowan, and Irving had signed it.
Why would they do this to you?
There's a rumor about me. People think I'm a blood mage. They think that making me a circle mage will endanger everyone.
And are they right about that?
Of course not. But it's not safe here for me anymore. I need to escape. I need to destroy my phylactery. Without it, they can't track me down. We need your help. Lily and I can't do this on our own.
Give us your word that you will help, and we will tell you what we intend.
But can't you just explain everything to someone?
If we tell anyone, Lily will be punished. If you care about what happens to me, help us.
Then I give you my word.
Thank you. We will never forget this.
Tell me your plan and make it quick.
I can get us into the repository, but there is a problem. There are 2 locks on the phylactery chamber door. The first enchanter and knight commander each hold 1 key. But it is just a door. There is power enough in this place to destroy all of Ferelden. What's a door to mages?
What if it's a magical door?
We have no choice. We cannot get our hands on both keys. I once saw a rod of fire melt through a lock. You could get one from the stockroom, but Owain doesn't release such things to apprentices.
Let's not waste more time then.
We should stay here. 1 mage at the stockroom will attract less attention than a mage, an apprentice, and an initiate.
I'll be back soon.
Good luck. Our prayers go with you.
And I know we can talk to Irving, which I think I'm going to try to do first. I guess this is his office. Sora's office was different. It was most definitely not this close. Oh, I guess it was. Oh, that's right, they moved me to the chapel. I was initially here. Okay.
I trust you saw Duncan back to his quarters? I'm glad you met him. He's a most honorable
I forgot to
man.
read that one. We spoke a little.
I'm glad you did. He must have told you about the Grey Wardens. We can learn much from them. Now, did you need something?
Why do you have books on blood magic on your desk?
I've removed them from the library. I was advised it might be unwise to leave them where any apprentice may read them. They will be put away somewhere very safe. Now, is there anything else?
When is Jowen going through the harrowing?
When he is ready.
Jowen fears he is going to be made tranquil.
And how does he know this? I suppose the young initiate he dallies about with revealed it to him. You think I didn't know? I did not become first enchanter by keeping my eyes and ears shut.
Why are you doing this to Jowen?
Gregor says he has proof and eyewitness testimony that Jowen has been practicing blood magic. I cannot say more. Were it left to me, things might be different. But the Chantry, I'm sorry, child. This rite of tranquility will happen.
Gregor must be making it up. He hates all mages.
Let us not speak ill of my colleague. Our colleague. You know little of this, and I ask you to hold your tongue.
You know this is wrong. I have nothing more to say.
Perhaps one day you will see it from my side.
I forgot I got better robes. I will eventually go to the good robes, but oh, this is really good too. When did I get this? So I always have it? No, I had this one. Maybe I did have this one. I guess that's the ring I got. Absolutely not. And then this can go down here. The way I'm pretty much setting it up is he wanted to go speak with Irving about it before he really went to it, but he felt that he was siding with the Templar, so he didn't want to give up Jowen in case he didn't know about it.
Welcome to the Circle stockroom of magical items.
Jowen is a blood mage.
My name is Owain. How may I assist you?
I need a rod of fire.
Rods of fire serve many purposes. Why do you wish to acquire this particular item?
I need the rod for my research into burning things.
Here is the form, Request for Rod of Fire. Have it signed and dated by a senior enchanter. I will release a rod to you once I have the signed form.
Well, why can't you give it
to me now? It is procedure. I need a senior mage's authorization to release an item. Thank you.
Alright, I guess I'm gonna go do this lady's quest.
Yes?
Can you sign this form for me?
Rod of fire? No, I'm not signing this. I don't know what you need it for, and I barely know you. Ask someone else.
What's that door over
That
there?
leads to the Circle's cavern storerooms. There are caves running through the rock that the Circle is built upon. But of course, you know this.
Do you have rods of fire in there?
No, that's something the Tranquil deal in. This storeroom is for raw magical materials and alchemical substances. Lyrium, basilisk, blood, and so on.
Can you unlock the door for me?
No, I can't let anyone in there just now.
Why?
There are just things in there that I would prefer to keep safe.
Aren't the keep safe? Aren't the Circle stores meant to be used?
Yes, but I am in the midst of stock taking, checking inventory, and I can't let anyone in there in case they mess things up. Yes.
So why are you out here and not in there?
Because I am taking a break. I hate the musty smell of caves, and Look, I'll tell you the truth. Just keep it to yourself. There is an infestation of spiders in the caves. I don't know how they got in there, but it's probably my fault. I was promoted to senior enchanter less than a fortnight ago, and I don't want anyone to find out. They'll think I'm incompetent.
If you sign this form, I'll deal with the spiders.
Oh, your form for the Rod of Fire. Yes, I could do that, if you clear out the infestation.
Alright,
Wonderful.
I'll do it.
Here is the key. Oh, and be careful in there. I'd really like to keep the damage done to the Circle's property to a minimum.
Yes.
I feel I get a bit more XP this way. And I can loot everything in here. I think for this first stream, I'm just going to get through the origin and leave it for Ostagard. That's all settled. I never noticed that before. I don't think I've ever toggled it before. I don't know if that hurts me or not. That's why I ran away. Let's get this frozen. Last. The most annoying thing with this quest, though.
Yes. And I'm off.
Getting some money.
Huh.
And what's ever in here? I'm gonna try to do as much as I can in each game too, not just like the main stories, but a lot of the side ones as well.
All right.
Trying to think of anything I might not do.
And I'm off.
I probably won't bother with like some of the Juggernaut quests, because I don't really plan to use that armor. Maybe some of the collecting quests, because those get kind of boring, and they're not really. I wouldn't think they're that fun to watch either. could equip them right away, but I guess I can't. Because I just got normal boots. What else can... For when I get to Inquisition, I don't know how much I'm going to be doing of that either. I guess it depends on how many people are in here. If there's some that we can just like chat or something, I might do some of those things, or I might just split it up. But I really noticed the hinterlands that this became a fun fight. The hinterlands that are really the hard part for Inquisition. Honestly, Dragon Age 2, I might just try to get through as quickly as I can. Because that one is a slog. Nope, not bad. Let's get this one. Oh. And did I go through everything? Where am I? Yep. Okay. I don't know if if the quest is 100% complete yet or not, though. What is it? It's J for journal. Might as well make that one. I guess there's still a little bit more spiders in here. There we go.
Yes. How about you then?
Got that done.
And
There
I'm
we
off.
go. Chainmail. I don't think I've ever gotten that in the mage opening before. I think first order is going to be Redcliffe, because that can tie into the mage quest pretty nicely. And then I think I'll do the elves.
You're back. Are the spiders gone? Oh, wonderful.
Mainly because
You're a lifesaver.
I'm gonna need a
now,
break
where was that form you wanted me to
between
sign? Right. There you go.
What was it?
How's that?
The Fade and the Deep Roads.
It was a
Excellent,
pleasure.
thank you.
You'll go far in the circle, I bet.
I got all that done. Let's go get our fire rod so we can bust out of this prison, make a jailbreak. I thought that was a door. I keep thinking that dude's a kid. I mean, he very well could be, but...
Welcome to the Circle's stockroom of magical items. My name is Owain. How may I assist you?
Here's the signed form for the Rod of Fire.
Everything looks to be in order. Here is the rod you requested.
Got the shit I need. Are they still here? Oh, I guess they are. I thought they went downstairs.
I hate waiting. It makes me nervous.
I need to talk to you about something, Jawed.
Really? What?
That rumor about you being a blood mage isn't true, is it?
Of course not. I never used blood magic. I've been sneaking around to meet Lily in secret. Maybe others have seen me and assumed I must be doing something forbidden. I suppose we are, but they think it's blood magic, and it isn't.
I never saw a problem with blood magic myself.
Blood magic lets mages influence the minds of others. What if someone used it to control a king or a grand cleric? Magic must serve man, not rule over him. Remember? The Chantry fears this above all else. That's why the Templars, Gregor, will pay attention to a mindless rumor.
How did you meet Lily?
She was saying the chant of light in the chapel one night while I was walking past. I've heard that chant many times, but I never realized how beautiful the words were until then. I'll never forget that night.
Stop it, you're making me ill.
Are you ready to go?
I have the rod
That was
of fire.
quick!
To the repository, then. Freedom awaits.
And chick threw away her whole life just to be with a dude. Or I guess is about to throw away her whole life. Oh, they're following me. Oh, that's to the caves. Also, with doing Redcliffe first, I can get Sten's quest out of the way. To people I don't want to talk to anymore. You know, it would be nice if they did like a remaster of Dragon Age, like they, of at least the first 3, like they did for Mass Effect. Alright, let's go through. And
going.
First door.
The Chantry calls this entrance the Victim's Door. It is built of 277 planks, one for each original Templar. It is a reminder of all the dangers those cursed with magic pose.
How do you know this?
Initiates must learn the Circle's history if they are to work with Templars and mages.
But how do we get past it?
The doors can be opened only by a Templar and a mage entering together. The Chantry provides the password, which primes the ward, and the mage touches it with mana to release it.
Since you have the password, can't Jowen help you enter?
The ward only responds to the touch of one who has been through the harrowing.
So what must I do?
First, the password. Sword of the Maker, Tears of the Fade.
I heard something.
Password only primes the door. Now it must feel the touch of mana. Any spell will do, but hurry.
Had to make it theatric.
Do you have the rod with you? Melt the locks off.
You use the rod on the locks, but nothing happens.
What's the matter? Why isn't it working?
Maybe the rod's broken.
Lily, something's not right. I can't cast spells here. Nothing works.
These wards carved into the stone. This must be the Templars' work. They negate any magic cast within this area. I should have guessed. Why would Gregor and Irving use simple keys for such a door? Because magical keys don't work. How do you keep mages away from something? Make their powers completely worthless. That's it then. We're finished. We can't get in.
That door there, where does it lead?
I don't know. Do you think it's another way in?
That door probably leads to another part of the repository. What are the chances of there being another entrance?
Do we have a choice?
No. I'll take any chance I can get.
We can't get into the chamber the way we planned, but we're not about to give up. We can see where this door leads, but I don't think it'll be easy. It looks locked for one.
The rod will work on those locks, shouldn't it?
Yes. Let's hope they haven't warded that door as well.
Let's hurry. We've wasted enough time. I'm not giving up. We've come too far.
Now let's
not
see.
good.
Which one first? Take that!
If it's a fight you want...
I'll do my best!
Alright, come on, give me your stuff. I guess I don't get anything. But I'm going to equip them with stuff. Not a lot, mind you, but it's better than them just punching things. Oh, wait. She's religious, so she should be able to work a mace. Yeah, that looks a little bit longer than a dagger. And then he can just have... Wait, which... 65... 55. You can have one of these. Let's go through.
I'm not afraid of you!
All right.
Oh, I guess I killed both of them. Take this. I guess I should level up now. And if there was, okay, that's not really important. None of those really are. I do need a lot of that. And I do plan to go Blood Mage. So I'm going to want some Constitution too. Probably going to go Blood Mage Arcane Warrior. And as much as I want to put stuff into other things, I'm going to have to do Corazon. And this one, I think... I think I'm actually going to go with Rock Shield. Or Rock Skin Armor, whatever it's called. Oh god, I thought it froze. And 0 there. Since it stays permanent, I don't need it on the quick tab. Let's take what's in here. Oops. Started trying to walk. Nothing else. Let's clear this one out. Which is just a chest. Thought there was more in here. Increase my mana. Just having Rock Band takes that much of my default. get to look like a complete and utter idiot now. I don't know who designed this, but they were apparently a very big company. I learned when you get the blood stain, you know that you're not going to have anything to loot.
Yes. First one to kill it gets the prize.
Battle knocked out. Oh, I did not realize there was one. That leads. I guess that's where I have to go because there's only the storage cabinet. This one has stuff for us. Shit that I need. Don't know what either of those things do. That's where I came from. This is alright, let's start off with you being a walking bomb. Stun them all.
Is everyone alright?
That's how we do it. I remember when I would first play this game, I would only ever use primal spells, thinking that nothing else would really be that good. But man, did I learn that was wrong. When I first started using spirit ones, like I would give Morrigan some entropy spells and I think a few spirit ones maybe, but I pretty much only ever used oh, he has fire.
What needs killing?
And what's this? Weakness. What does Lily have? Nothing important. But it should have this on.
The maker is risen!
But I never really paid attention to them outside of, I think, Death Cloud.
I'm no pushover, you'll
I'll
see.
do my best!
Thank you for giving me stuff.
We'll need another way into the phylactery chamber. Let's explore the repository.
this have that stupid branch look? Oh no, it looks like Morrigan's default staff. I don't really like this one either, but it's not as bad as the tree branch.
Wow, that old... I think the phylactery chamber is on the other side of the wall behind this bookcase.
You're not suggesting we break down a wall?
Look carefully. The mortar's damp and decaying here. We should be able to find something that can knock some of the bricks loose.
Alright, Jowan, move the bookcase aside.
I can't do it on my own. You have to help me. If
Bitch,
we work
bitch,
together,
bitch,
we
bitch,
can shift
bitch.
it. Come on. Now we just need to find a way to get through this wall.
Let's talk with the statue first.
There's something odd about that statue.
I wonder who this statue is.
Greetings.
Maker's breath, did it just say something?
I am the essence and spirit of Eleni Zenobia, once consort and advisor to Archon Valerius. Prophecy, my crime, cursed to stone for foretelling the fall of my lord's house.
Archon Valerius?
I'm not sure. The Archons were the lords of the Imperium.
Forever shall you stand on the threshold of my proud fortress, he said, and tell your lies to all who pass. But my lord found death at the hands of his enemies, and his once proud fortress crumbled to dust, as I foretold.
A Teventa statue! Don't listen to it. The Teventa lords dabbled in many forbidden arts. This is a wicked thing.
How did a Teventer statue get here?
It must have been here for years. Look at the dust. I feel a little sorry for it. Her.
Weep not for me, child. Stone they made me, and stone I am, eternal and unfeeling. And I shall endure till the Maker returns to light their fires again.
Do you need help?
No help can be given me, for this is my doom and my destiny.
Ambiguous rubbish. It could mean anything. I can do it too. The sun grows dark, but lo, here comes the dawn.
Stop talking to it. Please, both of you.
We can't do much with it anyway.
Come on, Jowan. Let's go.
And then I guess this dog does something. I don't remember what.
Use this with the rod. I'm sure it'll work. Hurry, the clock's ticking.
Breaking into the vault.
This is the phylactery chamber. It worked.
We must find Jowan's phylactery. Quickly.
It's a pity they've taken mine to Denerim.
Would you destroy yours too if it were here?
Of course. I could escape with you.
You still can. I don't think they'd be able to catch you once you're out of here. You'd know how to evade them. You're clever. Not like me.
Let's just find my phylactery.
Leave us alone! Looking for trouble, are we?
Be careful!
Oops, thought I was.
That's what you want!
Make her in with us!
Come on. Moving up there. Sentinel guard. No, just a little jewel. We got that. And now I can get, instead of having the apprentice one, I can have my actual one, which still doesn't necessarily look good, but it does look better. And his phylactery. When I I started playing Baldur's Gate. All the splatter that would appear on your characters reminded me of this game.
That's my phylactery! You found it! I can't believe this tiny vial stands between me and freedom. So fragile. So easy just to be rid of it. To end its hold over me. And I am free.
I expected a larger room and many more phylacteries.
Only apprentice phylacteries are stored in the Circle Tower. This tiny room could not hold the phylacteries of every mage who has passed through the tower doors.
Come on, you two. We're done here and we should leave.
Then let us move on.
I do not want to stay here a moment longer.
Got through the magic door that way. Let's see what awaits us on our path out the tower.
We did it! I can't believe it! Thank you. We could never have...
So what you said was true.
And we got caught immediately. I assure you, this isn't what it looks like.
An initiate conspiring with a blood mage. I'm disappointed, Lily. She seems shocked, but fully in control of her own mind. Not a thrall of the blood mage, then. You were right, Irving. The initiate has betrayed us. The Chantry will not let this go unpunished. And this one. Newly a mage and already flouting the rules of the Circle.
I'm disappointed in you. You could have told me what you knew of this plan, and you didn't.
You don't care for the mages. You just bow to the Chantry's every whim.
Jowan, please don't make this worse.
Enough! As Knight Commander of the Templars here assembled, I sentence this blood mage to death. And this initiate has scorned the Chantry and her vows. Take her to Aenar.
The mage's prison. No. Please, no. Not there.
No! I won't let you touch her!
Let's find out who lied to me.
By the Maker. Blood magic. How could you? You said you never...
I admit, I dabbled. I thought it would make me a better mage.
Blood magic is evil, Jowan. It corrupts people. Changes them.
I'm going to give it up. All magic. I just want to be with you, Lily. Please, come with me.
I trusted you. I was ready to sacrifice everything for you. I don't know who you are, Blood Mage. Stay away from me.
Are you all right? Where's Gregor?
I knew it. Blood magic. But to overcome so many, I never thought him capable of such power.
He lied to me.
None of us expected this. Are you all right, Gregor?
As good as can be expected given the circumstances. If you had let me act sooner, this would not have happened. Now we have a blood mage on the loose and no way to track him down.
He can't have gone far. You could still capture him.
Believe me, we will use our every resource. Where is the girl?
I am here, sir.
You helped a blood mage. Look at all he's hurt.
Lily didn't know Jowan was a blood mage.
You've been a friend, but you needn't defend me any longer. Knight Commander, I was wrong. I was accomplice to a blood mage. I will accept whatever punishment you see fit. Even Aenar.
Get her out of my sight. And you. You know why the repository exists. Some artifacts, some magics are locked away for a reason.
Did you take anything important from the repository?
No.
Very well. I believe you.
But your antics have made a mockery of this circle. What are we to do with you?
I had no idea he was a blood mage.
And you think this excuses you? You helped a blood mage escape. All our prevention measures for naught because of you.
Knight Commander, if I may, I'm not only looking for mages to join the King's army, I'm also recruiting for the Grey Wardens. Irving spoke highly of this mage, and I would like him to join the Warden ranks.
Duncan, this mage has assisted a Malefica and shown no lack of regard for the Circle's rules.
He is a danger to all of us.
It is a rare person who risks all for a friend in need. I stand by my decision. I will recruit this mage.
No! I refuse to let this go unpunished!
If the Grey Wardens will have me, I will gladly go.
Rhaegar, mages are needed. This mage is needed. Worse things plague this world than blood mages. You know that. I take this young mage under my wing and bear all responsibility for his actions.
A blood mage escapes, and his accomplice is not only unpunished, but is rewarded by becoming a Grey Warden. Are our rules nothing? Have we lost all authority over our mages? This does not bode well, Irving.
Enough. We have no more say in this matter.
What lies in store for me?
We must make our way to Ostagar, where the King's army is camped. You will be initiated there. I will explain more when the time comes.
Perhaps the... No, I don't really like that one. I guess there isn't much left here for me.
You will carve out your own place in this world. Come. Your new life awaits. We will be traveling south through the hinterlands to the ruin of Ostagar, on the edges of the Korkari Wilds. The Tevinter Imperium built Ostagar long ago to prevent the Wilders from invading the northern lowlands. It's fitting we make our stand here, even if we face a different foe within that forest. The King's forces have clashed with the Darkspawn several times, but here is where the bulk of the Horde will show itself. There are only a few Grey Wardens within Ferelden at the moment, but all of us are here. This blight must be stopped, here and now. If it spreads to the north, Ferelden will fall.
Ho there, Duncan.
King Kaelan. I didn't expect
a royal welcome? I was beginning to worry you'd miss all the fun.
Not if I could help it, Your Majesty.
Then I'll have the mighty Duncan at my side in battle after all. Glorious. The other wardens told me you'd found a promising recruit. I take it this is he?
Allow me to introduce you, Your Majesty.
There's no need to be so formal, Duncan. We'll be shedding blood together after all. Ho there, friend. Might I know your name?
I highly doubt it, but anything is possible.
You've got yourself a lively one, Duncan. And I was beginning to think the Wardens were all stodgy priests. I understand you hail from the Circle of Magi. I trust you have some spells to help us in the coming battle.
I will do my best, of course.
Excellent. We have too few mages here. Another is always welcome. Allow me to be the first to welcome you to Ostagar. The Wardens will benefit greatly with you in their ranks.
We'll see about that.
I'm sorry to cut this short, but I should return to my tent. Loghain waits eagerly to bore me with his strategies.
Your uncle sends his greetings and reminds you that Redcliffe forces could be here in less than a week.
Ha! Eamon just wants in on the glory. We've won 3 battles against these monsters, and tomorrow should be no different.
It sounds like the blight is almost over.
I'm not even sure this is a true blight. There are plenty of Darkspawn on the field, but alas, we've seen no sign of an archdemon.
Disappointed, Your Majesty?
I'd hoped for a war like in the tales. A king riding with the fabled Grey Wardens against a tainted god. But I suppose this will have to do. I must go before Loghain sends out a search party. Farewell, Grey Wardens.
I never noticed your character does a kind of salute there.
What the king said is true. They've won several battles against the Darkspawn here.
Yet you don't sound very reassured.
Despite the victory so far, the Darkspawn horde grows larger with each passing day. By now, they look to outnumber us. I know there is an archdemon behind this, but I cannot ask the king to act solely on my feeling.
Why not? He seems to regard the Grey Wardens highly.
Yet not enough to wait for reinforcements from the Grey Wardens of Orlais. He believes our legend alone makes him invulnerable. Our numbers in Ferelden are too few. We must do what we can and look to turn Loghain to make up the difference. To that end, we should proceed with the joining ritual without delay.
A hot meal might be nice first.
I agree. We have until nightfall to begin the ritual. Every recruit must go through a secret ritual we call the joining in order to become a Grey Warden. The ritual is brief, but some preparation is required. We must begin soon.
Am I the only recruit you have?
No, there are 2 other recruits here already. They have been waiting for us to arrive.
Wonderful. Let's get this over with then.
Feel free to explore the camp here as you wish. All I ask is that you do not leave it for the time being. There is another Grey Warden in the camp by the name of Alistair. When you're ready, seek him out and tell him it's time to summon the other recruits. Until then, I have business I must attend to. You may find me at the Grey Warden tent on the other side of this bridge, should you need to.
With that, I'm going to save the rest of this for the next stream. Might do a little advertising to maybe get some more people in here to make it a bit more interactive. But I'll see you guys on the next one, and I hope I'm going to try to make the next stream go a little bit longer, but looking forward to getting through this series with everyone. Alright, see you later.